Secrets of the Archives. They say the past is a foreign country, but in my new job at the archives, the past felt more like a living entity. It all started with a single box of documents marked confidential. I was just a few weeks into my position, tasked with cataloging old records from a bygone era. The room was a labyrinth of towering shelves, and the papers had an odd, musky smell that seemed to cling to my skin. One afternoon, as I was about to leave, the documents on my desk began to shift. At first, I thought it was just a draft from the vent, but then I noticed how they rearranged themselves, forming a sequence that seemed deliberate, almost intelligent. Curiosity got the better of me, and I spent the night piecing together the story these papers were trying to tell. They revealed a network of secret meetings and coded messages, all pointing to a hidden agenda that had been buried for decades. The names mentioned were those of influential figures, some of whom were still in power. The deeper I delved, the more I realized the conspiracy wasn't just a relic of the past, it was still unfolding. The unsettling part was the realization that someone, or something, was actively guiding me to uncover it. I started noticing small, unsettling changes around the archives. Books and files I had meticulously organized would be misplaced or entirely vanish, only to reappear in other parts of the building. The lights flickered ominously at night, casting long, eerie shadows that seemed to move with a mind of their own. My co-workers dismissed my concerns as stress-induced paranoia, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. Every night, the air grew heavier, as if the archives themselves were holding their breath, waiting for me to uncover the final piece of the puzzle. Finally, I reached the end of the trail the documents had led me on. The last page contained a date and a location, an upcoming political event set in the heart of the city. The implication was clear, something disastrous was planned, and I was the only one who knew. But as I prepared to alert the authorities, a chilling realization hit me: if the documents could reorder themselves, they could also hide the truth just as easily. I was a pawn in a game far larger than I could comprehend, and the archives had already chosen their next move. As I left that night, the lights in the room dimmed to an unnatural darkness, as if saying goodbye.